Sarah Michelle Gellar has risen to fame as a vampire slayer, but there's more to this beautiful blonde than meets the eye.
Well, you hope that your fans realize that you're an actor, and you hope that the fans are fans of you, and believe that, you know, you can do both.
From the small screen to the silver screen, Sarah's done it all.
I like all the different mediums. I've worked in theater and TV and film, and I just like working and enjoying what I'm doing and who I'm working with, and it doesn't matter to me really what medium it is.
In the next half hour, this young Hollywood star will defend her work.
I think that Hollywood has a tendency to capitalize on a trend. Something does well, you run with it. They keep doing it over and over again, and you want to categorize these films.
You'll hear what it's like to play a vixen.
The key is to have fun being evil, and when you enjoy it, the audience enjoys it.
And you'll see how this graceful klutz deals with the paranormal.
But I can kick somebody, and I can, do a double Lutz, but I'll trip on a wire on a set. So it makes me Buffy.
Sarah Michelle Gellar coming up next on Uncut.
Life, secrets, love, passion, business, career, relationship, dream, future, life, uncut.
Hi everybody, welcome to Sarah Michelle Gellar Uncut. I'm Todd Newton, coming to you today from Necromance here on Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles, California. Now, Sarah may quite possibly be best known as the young lady that chases down supernatural foes and evil spirits on TV's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But in reality, Sarah's been acting for a long time, and her first opportunity came as a stroke of good luck.
I was eating in a restaurant. I was 4 years old, and a woman came up to me and said, do you want to be on TV? And I said, yeah, I want to be on TV. And I was on a play date with friends, and I gave the woman my name and my address, and about a week later, the woman called my mom, and my mom said, what did you do? I said, oh, I'm going to be on TV. Mom said, oh, honey, that's really nice. Go play. And she really thought I was kidding. I mean, she really had no idea that I had given my name to this agent, and we met with them. And a week later, I booked my first movie.
Soon, Sarah was working in TV commercials and in the movies, and she co-starred opposite Matthew Broderick and Eric Stoltz off-Broadway in The Widow Claire.
Working in theater is different. Working in theater is instant gratification. You know right then and there if the work is good or if the work is bad or if it's not working, because the audience is right there to tell you, and it's scary.
In 1993, Sarah landed the role of Susan Lucci's long-lost daughter on the soap opera All My Children.
Oh, it's too much fun. You know what it is? People watch soap operas as an escape. It's an escape from their everyday life. If you've seen, nice Mary Jane, well, you could possibly know Mary Jane. I'm the type of character that you're never going to know in your life, or hopefully that you'll never live next door to. And it's fun. It's the escape. It's the fantasy of soap operas. And I think evil characters are the perfect example.
In the role of the maniacal Kendall Hart, Sarah played an older woman, a first for this teenage actress.
I think Sarah at 16 is more mature than Kendall will probably ever be. So there hasn't really been a problem like that. Everything that's happening to Kendall is so new to her that if it's new to me, it's fine because it's just as new to her. So it's the same feelings going through it.
And in 1995, Sarah was awarded the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Younger Actress in a Daytime Drama.
I think a Daytime Emmy means that you're at the top of your craft and that you've really accomplished a lot. So I think it will definitely have some impact on my career, and if not on me, definitely.
In 1995, there were reports that Sarah had differences with her All My Children co-star Susan Lucci, and so Sarah left the soap opera. But luckily, she soon landed the role of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I didn't believe it at first. It was a very difficult auditioning. It was a lot of auditions and a lot of tests, and so when they finally told me that I got it, I sort of stood there quietly for about 5 minutes before it actually sunk in that they meant it, and then I started to panic and shoot off all my fingernails. Because we started shooting like 3 days after I got it. I went to my first production meeting the day after I got the role.
Based on the 1992 feature Buffy the Vampire Slayer, starring Luke Perry and Christy Swanson, Buffy the TV version is nothing like its predecessor.
We took the idea from the movie, but basically that's all we took. We took the idea of a 16-year-old girl who all of a sudden is saddled with having to deal with the problems of a 16-year-old girl and save the world at the same time. And that's basically it. Otherwise, it's really completely different from the movie. All new characters, and Buffy herself is really a different character. A much more three-dimensional, a much more diverse character.
Buffy, the quick-witted heroine, saves the world from the undead by night, while juggling the traumas of a normal high school student by day.
I think that's what's so amazing about the show is you think of the show and you think, well, it's this horror, teen kind of, show, and what will I understand? What will I have in common with it? But I think that's what the genius of our show is that even though she's in these strange situations, people will understand them. Because what we've done is we've taken basic high school situations and just made them on a broader, more horror-like level.
An instant hit since debuting in 1997, Buffy has become a cult sensation with a faithful following. For Sarah, playing the part of a teenage savior was like a fantasy come true.
It's amazing. It's like every actor's dream job because you get the comedy, you get the drama, and you get the action. And it's something I never thought of myself as like an action actress, but it's great. I get all my aggressions out. I get to beat up people at work, people that are like 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. Yeah, I can take them. A little overconfident on the streets now, but you know.
Fighting demons and other villains takes a lot of energy, so having a background in martial arts made action scenes easy for Sarah, who's eager to kick some butt.
I get excited. I get a real amazing rush of adrenaline. I'm so bruised up and down, I scare people because when you're doing it, you don't even realize it. And I take hits and I'll fling myself across the stage. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then I wake up the next morning, I'm like, no, no. So you don't realize it when you're doing it because you get that rush of adrenaline that you don't realize that, oh, wow, that's actually my body slamming on that cement floor. Wow, that's my head that's in that wall. But you realize it the next day. But it's worth it.
When Uncut returns, we'll see how Buffy's really been worth it for Sarah. From vampire slayer to the queen of horror, Sarah really makes us scream. Stay with us.
The things that scare us most, what terrifies us most, is what could actually happen. And I think the scariest things are based in reality.